If they still have aversion, dosa, they cannot gain jhana. Right? So when the body is the rupa, the form sphere, formless sphere, at that verse, no aversion, no dosa. Right? No dosa. That's why for form sphere, without aversion, dosa, mula, chitta, unwholesome consciousness, 12, and formless sphere consciousness, 12. Why? Didn't have no sensitivity. Didn't have, so the Brahma, the Brahma who binds the plane of form, Rupa Vajara, didn't have tongue sensitivity, body sensitivity. Accordingly, didn't have nose consciousness here. Nose consciousness 2, right? Tongue consciousness 2. Body consciousness 2. 6, right? 6 minus from 18, just the remaining 12. 12 rootless consciousness. Even just now we're talking about on the sense sphere, according to circumstances, where they gain jhana, they will get sublime consciousness, wholesome consciousness. We are not gained, they don't get it. When they not gain the supramundane consciousness, no lokuttara for them, right? So it's the Buddhajana, still Buddhajana did not gain the supramundane lokuttara citta, right? So if they are blind by any accident, so they cannot have eye consciousness for that person. When they're deaf, they don't have the ear consciousness, something like that in the circumstances. As for the Brahma, they don't have no sensitivity, tongue sensitivity, and body sensitivity. Accordingly, they don't have the nose consciousness 2, tongue consciousness 2, body consciousness 2. And sense sphere, wholesome consciousness 8, they have that. And functional consciousness 8, they don't have Mahavipaka, great resultant consciousness 8. Why? Think about their function. Where is their 8 resultant consciousness? Where is their function? 4 functions. Remember that? 4 functions. Rebirth, right? Relinking, life continuums, and death, and the dharamana, registering function, right? For the form sphere, for the Padisani relinking function, no need to think about that, It's not, it's their world. For the Bhavanga, life continuums, for the Juti, death, they don't get it for them. Dharamana. And so for the Dharamana also, you cannot get the Dharamana. The Dharamana registering this consciousness can arise only 3 facts, we already know that, right? Should be after sense sphere jhana. Number 1, right? The Dharamana 2, right? Should be after sense sphere jhana, should be sense sphere being, and should be sense sphere object. Just registering the dharamana can arise. For rupa, it's the dharamana does not arise because absence of any door, and any function. You don't need to perform their function as rupa, vajra, play. That's why This the greater substance conscious A can arise in the form sphere. So we have to know why did it get it, why did it don't get it.
So they don't have any doors and roof.
This means for the dharamana. For the dharamana. Like this, the dharamana should be when we have for sense sphere we have 5 sense door. For them just eye door, ear door, and mind door. Right? But this the dharamana should be after sense sphere jhana. So this jhana rupa is the abhana jhana, right? This is the abhana jhana, not the sense sphere jhana. That's why the dharamana, what consciousness are called dharamana. 3 Sandirana, investigating consciousness, and Mahavipaga, resultant consciousness 8, called the dharamana, right? The dharamana. And functional consciousness, yeah. You can get it, right? For Arhat. For Arhat. Just for Arhat. And 5, Rupa, form sphere, wholesome consciousness can arise. And functional consciousness 5. But for the Vipaka, resultant consciousness can arise. If you're talking about thought process, right? Thought, we teach it thought process. This is their function for, but it's relinking life continuums and death. So that's the sublime, this the resultant consciousness. You don't have to think about that when we're talking about thought processes. And the 4 formless sphere, wholesome consciousness 4 can arise in the person who are born in Rupa, form sphere. Right, form sphere. After the bright meditation, and you would like to, gain the highest arupa jhana, you can get arupa jhana. Maybe the first or second or third or fourth. That's why for a person, who would like to gain the formless arupa jhana, so he can get this the jhana too. For Arahants, he can get functional arupa, functional consciousness 4 too. That's why for arupa, for the rupa, the plane of form has 64, and lokutra 8, right? Lokutra 8. From who are born in the form sphere, they can gain enlightenment there. So supramundane consciousness 8 can get it, right? So altogether 64. 64. Now we go to on the formless plane. Formless plane means the arupa vajra, right? Formless sphere, only 4, right? On the formless plane, you have 42 type of thought processes of object. It's only 42. 42. Write it down first. I explain you later. 42. What's the 42? It's the 10 unwholesome consciousness. That's excluding aversion, right? Dosa, mula, citta, only 10. In ruleless consciousness, only one. Manodvara vijana. Just only one. Mind or adverting consciousness. Right? Mind or adverting consciousness 1. And sense sphere, wholesome consciousness 8. Functional consciousness 8. Right? And Formless, wholesome consciousness 4, formless, functional consciousness 4, and Logutara supramundane 7. 7 excluding Sotapatti Magga Chitta. You have 8, right? Just except the first one. You cannot get first one at Arupa plane. I explain you later. So supramundane consciousness 7.
Because you need your ears.
Yes, I explain you later. So altogether 42, right? 42. So formless plane don't have aversion, right? Dosa mula citta, because aversion has been inhibited by those born in arupa, formless sphere. For rootless consciousness 18, just get only one. Why? How about here, akusala vipaka here, unwholesome resultant consciousness 7. How about this wholesome resultant consciousness 8? How about pancha dvara vijana and smile producing consciousness? You don't have body. When you don't have body, you don't have eye. This is formless, no body. If you don't have eye, you don't have the eye consciousness. As you don't have the ear sensitivity, you don't have ear consciousness, nose consciousness, tongue consciousness, body consciousness, right? This right, pancha dvara vijana 1, and this samrichna receiving consciousness 2 we call manodhatu, right? Manodhatu takes the 5th object. There's no 5 object as the arupa sphere, so you didn't get it, For sandirana, because as their function, you know that your 5 kind of function, you don't have to perform their function right there. So just only manodhara vijana here, pancha dvara vijana. Pancha is 5, dvara is the door, right? 5 doors, eye, ears, nose, tongue, body. They don't have the body. You don't have to think about that. For the smile producing consciousness, cannot arise, or this the hasitupada, smile producing consciousness cannot arise without body, without body. Those person born in arupa, they don't have body, right? Don't have body. So just only manodvara vijana. Only one. Manodvara vijana, only one. And wholesome sense sphere, wholesome consciousness for the Buddhajana, right? For the Sotapanna, Sagaragami, Anagami. For Arhan is the sense sphere, functional consciousness, and they don't get this rupa citta is hidden. They don't have rupa citta. Why? No, that's nobody. Those person who born in formless sphere have temporarily inhibited the desire for rupa. After they gain this jhana, they don't have desires to get this rupa jhana. It's lower than that. Like all of you, when you get the BA degree, MA degree, do you want to go to high school again? No desire, something like that, So they don't have the desires to develop this rupa jhana. You already passed that. That's why you don't have the rupa jhana, rupa citta in formless sphere. And for a supramundane consciousness, and they don't have Sotapatti Magga Citta. Right? Why? To attain the first stage of the sainthood, Sotapanna, one must hear the word from others. Because they don't have ear. They don't have ear. When they have ears, they can listen to the Dhammas, the instruction how to practice meditation to gain enlightenment. That's why they cannot gain. This the first stage of Magga, Sota, Badi, Magga, Chitta cannot arise. Just Magga, right? But for Sota, Badi, Phala, because they are Sota, Bana, it can born right. Just a Magga, Chitta, only one. So this means the person who are willing, who are born in Arupa, formless fear, cannot gain enlightenment. Cannot gain enlightenment. See, after they have finished their lifespan, they will come down to sense fear again.